Welcome everyone, Costin here with an early game build for Poseidon in Age of Mythology Retold. Specifically the Centaur rush build, though there are obviously going to be varieties. You shouldn't use Centaurs in every single situation, though I would say the vast majority of times, like 70-80% of times, you would want to get Centaurs as Poseidon because they mesh very well with the benefits that he does have. Anyway, so I am playing here Poseidon versus Odin, AI, extreme difficulty. Now the reason I'm going with AI is if I did this in multiplayer, chances are that I would meet an opponent that probably would quit in the first 3 minutes or first 5 minutes, or I would encounter some kind of rush from them. That is the state of multiplayer. So regardless, when you start the game, what you want to do is you set your lure right next to your town center, and then you get two villagers on gold instantly. So just get those two villagers over there. Put the storehouse right there. If you're in one of the maps where you could potentially have a storehouse next to your gold and your wood, you would probably want to go for that. But it isn't going to be the case right here. You also want to ensure, right? Like, so we're going to get two villagers on wood right now. Okay. Now, if you're playing Poseidon, it is very possible to get to H2 within 2 minutes 15 to press the button to get over there very, very quickly. But that doesn't mean it's great. Same with using your initial lure. Why did I put that lure next to the town center? The reason is that the initial lure that you do have can offer you a safety net over there against any particular opponent. So my interest is not necessarily getting to H2 as quickly as possible. My interest over here is actually in making a build that you can use in multiplayer and it will work. So, okay, over here we got 6 over there. We're gonna get another one right there on wood, and we're gonna start pumping out one villager, another one on gold. The rest of them will go on food. Now, you do want to eventually... Okay, we're gonna build a house once it becomes available. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's see. Right, so that's gonna work just fine. And now we send 4 villagers over here so we can get a second granary going there. And then we'll get 2 more over there on... Now, you don't necessarily want to have all of your eggs in one basket, so to speak. Okay, we're gonna get Theseus. You want the relics. Against any kind of reasonable opponent, you will want those relics. Okay, so we got 2 villagers over there ready to go. Okay. And then we're gonna get 2 more on favor. We can also wait with the favor aspect over there, by the way. Okay, so he's gonna go pick up that specific relic. That is an amazing level of power that we can get over there. So we're at 19 villagers right here. And as we can see... Okay. As we can see over there... Okay, we're gonna need more on wood. I'd say 2 more on wood. Although it depends on, like, okay, when are you going to actually get those kind of resources? Though you can wait over here with regards to that. Okay, so 1 more over there on wood. So we got Theseus picking up that relic. If you're dealing with the Norse in particular, okay, so that's just going to do it, and we go with Hermes. So we got free over there on those resources. Okay, so he's got that relic. Okay, another one. Now, ideally, you would get the relic closest to the enemy base. But that is not necessarily going to be an option over here. So we're going to want the pickaxe. We're going to want... Leave your chicken for later. Okay, so we got those 6. Gonna put 2 more of these. Like 4 of them will go to food. Gonna get more on bow favor. Okay. We got Atlanta. And we got our first Centaur. We haven't found the enemy base just yet, but that's fine. Now, one of the things to be concerned to understand here, you might be tempted to go with you might be tempted to go with gonna get the scout and just gonna put some villagers over here on some food. Actually, you might be tempted to go with, obviously, you know, getting right. Yeah, that is the enemy base. Okay, you might be tempted to go with Cav, but here's the thing to understand about that: going with Cav so early on as Poseidon, don't get me wrong, you do obviously want to go with Cav when you're playing Poseidon, just not necessarily at the very start of the match. Like that's a key aspect over there. The reason hoplites are good investment is because hoplites are going to offer you a fairly good, solid front line that you will be able to use. So we actually want on gold right now. Okay. Now the AI will defeat me if I'm not careful over here. So we do want some defenses over there. Just be aware of that situation. Gotta be patient. Okay, now these guys go on chicken. He's damaged, and I did waste way too much time. See, this is the reason for the safety net. Of hoplites. Like, hoplites are a great unit. Okay. To hold a line against enemy infantry. Okay, we lost one. My heroes are just frolicking around. Now we do want that blacksmith. We do want that. We do want to get eventually stables. Okay, and he's gonna destroy that house, unfortunately. Yeah, Heimdall. One shouldn't if you're playing Odin, by the way, don't underestimate the potential that Heimdall does give you in a game, because it isn't a joke what he does have on offer. Okay, so they've probably got workers. I know I need those centaurs upgraded. Okay, so we'll get more workers. You can see the AI is certainly using its capability very well. Okay, we get a market. Right there, and more houses. Okay. We can also transfer some of these guys to work over here. And we can get the upgrade once we get to age 3 to give them a good amount of durability. So spread your guys out, though it depends on the kind of opponent that you're dealing with. Now again, like, it depends on the situation. Like, against Norse, I do want hoplites because I do want that front line. Against other people, it may not necessarily be so important. Like, that's the thing that you gotta be aware of. Like, what are you dealing with? Like, what's the specific situation that you're tackling over here? Okay, let's just get out of here. Okay. But now we do want to get those stables, because there are some upgrades over there in those stables. And we can now go with Dionysus, and... Okay. I know that I still need that. There we go. We can also get another lore over here, just to draw more animals to that location. But what we're looking for here is Spirited Charge, and then now we can get those wonderful, wonderful upgrades. But it depends on, like, do you want to play the raiding game against the Norse? Because I'll tell you something, if you try and play that raiding game with Cav against them, they might win it. I'm gonna try and sneak around their base to the back. Okay. Yeah, so we can see that over here they do have... Okay. They do have some workers right here. Yep. Expected. That will hurt their economy. Gotta be concerned a bit. It would have been better to build a wall of houses, I don't deny that. Don't underestimate the Gallahorn. Might be the last thing you do. But it did work out in my favor in this case. Also, Hypaspis are capable of hard countering the capabilities. Yeah, I lost my Centaurs. That's fine. Well, not really fine. But I am dealing with a cheating AI, so I'll take any win I can get. Alright, we're gonna need more barrackses. The one thing to mention about the Norse is that they do have a very strong capabilities. Okay, we do need more resources in a lot of ways. Okay, just get more of these guys on food. Oh, that is a mistake. start getting Prodromi. Alright, get another Hydra. Alright, they got gold over there. Keep in mind, the extreme AI may not be the legendary AI, but it's still a freaking dangerous piece of thing to tackle. Get my heroes back up. I don't want to deal with that town center. And yeah. Fall back. Alright, I'm gonna need better cav. Use Atlanta against their mountain giants. They can't run away, so we can use that. Put that over there. Yeah, they're getting the goatees, so no point in... Alright. Put these guys on wood. Get that down. We might need the fortress. So the AI's resources are in that particular sector. And we're gonna take advantage of that. Don't forget your upgrades. Alright, gonna get another stables and another barracks. Get regeneration for the Hydra. Okay, gonna get these two buildings again. Okay, he's starting to pump out rams, which is not a great sign from my perspective. Now, have we exhausted all of the food? Yes. Actually, we're gonna use that one. Our heroes are still alive at the very least. Oh, there's still some stuff on that giraffe. Okay, So the enemy resources in this sector have been exhausted. So what we're going to do now... Leave some units, but we're gonna go swing around from the south. Okay, let's see if there is any food. I doubt it, so what do we do? Okay, that one goes, and everything else stays. Oh, yep, as expected. Fall back. Okay, I'm gonna want to get to the next stage. Bad, just leave some units there. Do we have enough? No. That is not an ideal situation right there, gotta tell you. Having to attack up that damn hill. Okay. I know these farms are vulnerable. Okay, gonna get more villagers over here. Okay, we can go to H4. Let's go with Artemis and Avalanche. Versatility of infantry, what can I say? Yeah, he was getting trade. Now, the benefit of Hypaeus is that they're pretty resistant against towers. That's one of the reasons you want to get them. But I just think, like, if you're going to play Poseidon, if you're really going to play Poseidon, you do want those upgrades. Now, sure, to be sure, you can build in such a way that you get those upgrades, but I think just having a solid front line of hoplites is a really, really good choice in general. To work with. That would be my perspective on the matter, by the way. Like, okay, just gonna... Alright, we haven't won yet. Now, you could get another town center, you know, more villager production, all that. I was watching a game from one of the very best players, and I think the top Poseidon player in the game right now. And what he was doing, he was really focusing on getting... How many did I only got one. I feel embarrassed. He was really focused on the idea of getting a second town center faster. Mind you, it was still like, what, an 18-minute game that he played over there? Like, yeah, granted, this is a 23-minute game, but still. Right, we're going in H4, all that, so we got more stuff coming in. Let's get Polyphemus. Yeah, let's actually get it through there. Honestly, if Poseidon gets to like tier 3 with these kind of resources that I do have over here, it's like kind of GG, really, as far as I see it. Okay, so you do benefit from trading with the market, so okay, let's just put more workers on gold. Because we do need that more than food. Food is fine. We may have exhausted all the food on the map, but food is surprisingly okay. Just not gonna surrender at this point. Let's see. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. I sincerely doubt he has actually anything. Well, he might have. I'm just gonna send one Hydra there. Alright. It would be nice to be able to... Ooh. Is he not done? Yep, that would be it. Not the greatest game in the world, but the idea is... Yeah, Centaurs raid... Hoplites are frontline. Atlanta, Theseus, they're, you know, your heroes are, like, you could argue that, like, oh, the heroes you have are the frontline, all the frontline you need. I would kind of disagree with that sentiment, because, yeah, they're powerful, to be sure, but then we can go around them, and it's like, you know, target your precious Centaurs, which are glass cannon units in a lot of ways. So that's the reason I do prefer getting some infantry over here. Like, that's the reason. Ranged, I don't know, like, unless you absolutely need it, I would not necessarily bother with the archer range. But that would just be my perspective. But just some ideas. Like, you know, you could always use your lures more aggressively as well than I did. Optimize this even further. But as all, Costin signing off.